Welcome everyone. My name is Shivani Pathak and today I'm going to tell you all about interviewing skills, that what are the interview and how you can crack an interview by gaining these assets, gaining these things. So I'm going to put focus on some of the topics that will really help you to gain knowledge that how to perform in an interview and how to act in an interview and what you should do before interview, within interview and after the interview. So I'm going to share the screen and whoever has questions, please ask the question in the question box and surely I will put up the question in between the presentation. So basically what is interview? If we'll see focusly that interview is a thing that is a one-to-one perception or one-to-one concept. We can't say that interview is one-sided or interview is being done by only one person. No, interview is two-way communication, and in that a person, an individual asks questions and another one answers back. Like there are two people, an interviewer and an interviewee. Interview asks question and interviewee answers. Interview can be of various types. We can also ascertain them in the way of, like for example, Salman Khan. He's standing and and reporters are interviewing him, like they are asking question to him. So in this there are many people who ask questions and there is a single person who answers it back. An interview that happens for the organization to hire you is a one-to-one perception, like a person, a HR, a manager is asking questions to you or a interviewee and he or she is answering it. So interview is not a single kind, but it consists of many things. Basically interview is the basic part of the criteria to hire you. What you do, you sell yourself. When you are selling a product, you make it more attractive and more consequence that people will take it. So you are a product and the company is they came to purchase you. So how you are showing up in front of that company, in front of that person, it matters there. So basically interview is very important, and what you can gain, like after performing an interview we know what all things we can follow up, but what you have to do in an interview and before an interview, that I'm going to show today, because that are the basic part of the interview. What to do before an interview? Just do research. Just do research how much as you can. Do research on the company, that when the company has been established, what is the company name, what are the company products, how you can assign yourself or align yourself with that company, what that company is asking for, and do you have those resources and skills or not. So do a basic research on that company. uh, do a product research on that company, that what company the products make, what products that the company make. Is that company having more than one branches? Is that company is established within the country or outside the country? So do a basic research and then go and sit for the interview. Because if in an interview they ask you question that what do you know about my company or our company, so you should not stuck in between. You should fluently tell that this your company name is, this is the CEO of the company, this company is being established on this date and right now it's having these many employees. Your company make these products and in which this product is more popular, and your skill ratio of the company is this, and your growth rate is this, and the organization vision and mission is this. So have a brief knowledge of the company so that you can tell them that yes, you are interested in the company and you know many things about that. Then going to the documents, when you go for an interview, before the interview you should prepare everything. First of all, you should know about the company. Second, documents. You should make a file of the documents. In that documents you should have the copies of your resume, you should have your degrees, you should have your experience letter, you should have your certificates, whatever you have achieved in your 12th, 10th, graduation, or ever in your life, and reference card, or you should have your visiting card if you are already had a job, or you are experienced one, or you are doing something right now. So these are the documents you should carry. And yeah, passport size photographs you should carry all the time, one blank paper and one pen. These all things you should carry in a folder, and you should carry that folder very professionally, because with the attire, when you carry that folder, it looks very nice. So make sure that you should carry all these documents with you. If you think you should note it down, just note it down that what all documents you need. I'll repeat. First of all, your resume and the photocopy of your resume, your passport size photographs, blank paper, one pen, then your degrees, then your experience certificates, then your all the merit certificates and your 12th, 10th, all these cards, mark sheets, and then your visiting cards if you have. And after that, you should go and appear in the interview. After these two things, preparing about the company and preparing your documents, you should know about yourself, because every time every time when you go for the interview, the first question in all the organization, in by all the HRs or managers, they'll ask you one question: tell me about yourself. So what you'll do, you'll tell about yourself. And how you'll tell about yourself? By giving a brief introduction about yourself. For example, I have applied for an interview, and the interviewer asked that, Shivani, tell me about yourself. What I'll do? I'll just say that, thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Shivani Pathak, and right now I'm pursuing MBA from GIBS B School. I've completed my graduation from MGMM Jabalpur, and even my 10th and 12th from Jabalpur itself. My focus is on marketing in HR, to pursue marketing in HR after 1 year. And right now, I'm a professional mandala artist, and I'm working with Unnati Sugam. Uh, it's an NGO, and I'm partially working with it. And I am a you can go through your skills now, because you have already covered. Don't go for the family, because they're not interested in your family. They will not ask for, like, if they want, they will ask it personally, that who all are there in your family. But just go with yourself. Then after that, you can tell about your skills, that my skills are, I'm good in leadership, I'm good in communication, I like to take initiative in all the programs that are being held near me or in my college. And after that, you can link those things with a particular example. Like in my previous college, when I was doing graduation, I was a coordinator of entrepreneurship development cell, and I was handling all the seminars, I was leading all the seminars, and even I was controlling all the accounts department and managing department from there. So you can link with an example. Never tell your weakness unless and until the person asks you, or never mention your weaknesses in the resume. If he or she asks that, can you tell me what are your weaknesses? So relate those weaknesses with a positive aspect. For example, I'll say that my weakness is, I'm very short tempered. So if the person asks you that, please tell me your weaknesses, so what I'll say, my weakness is, I'm very short tempered, but I'm working on it by doing meditation and controlling my anger. So you can go with this. So I have covered company, documents, tell me about yourself, job analysis. Now job analysis. It comes in company only, but in company you don't do job analysis. You analyze the company, you research on the company. But in job analysis, the profile you got, the profile you have seen or given, analyze about that profile. Like if I'm getting a digital marketing profile, just go be thorough with it, that what comes into digital marketing, what the company want from an employee to do in the digital marketing. So go with the company as well as the topic. Because if if you're not able to talk about digital marketing, then I don't think that they will hire you. Obviously they will think that this student or this candidate doesn't know about digital marketing, and it's not worth to hire him or her. So be thorough with the company profile, with the job that company is offering, and the topic, that the profile which you have got. If you have got digital marketing, go thorough with digital marketing. If you got sales, go thorough with your sales. And subject knowledge, yes, whatever you have studied, what are you studying, you should be thorough with the subject knowledge. If you are pursuing HR, my specialization is HR, so I have to know everything about HR. Who is an HR, who is an HR executive, who is an HR auditor, who is an HR sales. Like, I have to thorough with all the topics of HR. If I'm getting marketing, I have to thorough with all the topics of marketing. So be thorough with the subject knowledge because it's very important. And you should know that what all comes into that. So yes, what to do before an interview? Go with the company research, make your documents prepare. Tell me about yourself, you should prepare for that. And the best thing I should tell you that whenever you do tell me about yourself, just go in front of mirror and talk to yourself. When you can face yourself in front of mirror, it's easy to talk in front of an interview. It's easy to tell him about yourself, because generally what happens, we can't even tell about ourselves. I'll give you an example. In my first interview, it was Jaro, and it came from MGMM itself, and I was like, I've never faced an interview before it, and I was shivering like hell. Like, what is going to happen? Like, what are the questions will be focused on me? And the thing is, my mother told that just go in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. Talk anything, but talk to yourself in English, and tell about yourself, that what skills you have, what you can do for the company, what their company is all about. I went in front of the mirror. I just started talking. First half an hour, I was not able to make eye contact from my itself. I was shocked that when I'm not able to make eye contact from my itself, how I'm going to talk to them. But yes, if when after half an hour, I was like very much comfortable by myself, and I started talking very nicely. I started looking the eyes, I started looking the hairs, I started using my hand gestures, I started making myself comfortable. So this is the thing where you can make yourself prepare for an interview standing in front of the mirror. After that, you can go for, as I tell, job analysis. When you do job analysis, yes, you will be very comfortable. You will be very comfortable to tell them that in which job you are interested and in what all things you are interested. And yes, subject knowledge, it's very necessary to know about the subject, what subject they are telling, what subject they want, what subject you know, what they want to hear from you. So these are some of the topics that you should know. After that, the main aspect, like these were the things you should be thorough. But grooming, like from here your interview starts already. The dressing sense, what is grooming, by the way? Like, let me tell you what is grooming. Grooming is the way you look, the first perception of the person who looks at you, the first perception of the person who has a closure on you, who has a focus on you, and they can think that yes, this candidate is worth it for my company. In first 5 seconds only, you've been judged by the HR or by the manager that is this person worth hiring or not, by only looking at your attire from head to toe. So your grooming must be very well, your dressing sense must be very well. I'm not saying that just everyone has that thing, but we just need to consider in ourselves. Your hairs, the way you wear the clothes, the color of the clothes, the way you make yourself comfortable in that clothes, the way you wear the accessories. Let me tell you an example. If you're having college dress, it's okay, but if you're not, just boys and girls both go with the pants and shirt. Like, you should go with that, it's a very professional thing. But girls also have an option to wear salwar suit. Be professional all the time. The time you're entering the college or the organization till the time you leave, because you've been analyzed all the time. So be careful that you should be very much tended to Look professional each and every time. As dressing sense and accessories, I've already mentioned that you should be very formal and professional. How to behave in an interview? This is the time when you are in an organization or in your college and already the process has been started. Be formal all the time, as I have already stated. Focus on the questions. Whatever the question is told to you, whatever the question is thrown on you, be professional to answer them. Take your brains to the interview cell. Please, I'll repeat, take your brains to the interview cell. Don't answer anything. Answer specifically, answer in small but good. Like, answer in short, but that answer should be relevant. Don't stretch it, don't make it wide, but you should answer it very nicely and professionally. Don't divert your mind. It's not like you're sitting and you're looking like this. No, you should not. You should be focused on the interviewer. The person is sitting in front of you. You should see him. Like, you should not like, you should not just go into in his eyes. No, just make a firm environment. Be comfortable to look at him. Be comfortable to sit comfortably. Move your hands when you're talking. So don't divert your mind. Don't divert yourself from that place. Be present mentally and physically both. Keep your mobile on silent. Yes, this is the basic thing. Usually in some interviews, they ask you to take your mobile in the interview cell, or you automatically take. For example, when I was giving a TCS interview, they have told me not to take my mobile in. But I just asked them that I want to show something to the interviewer, because they asked me that what co-curricular activities you have, what co-curricular things you have. So I'm a mandala artist, I'm having page on Instagram, and even those things are linked with Google. So I asked them that these are the things and I want to show it to the HR. So they told that okay, take it, but make sure your phone should be on silent. So I kept my phone on silent, and when HR asked me that what are your skills, what you do, what is this mandala art in your resume, so I showed him, because the things which you can express is much better you show them. I express them in word that what is a mandala art, but even I have shown them that sir, this is the thing. And first I've asked the permission, sir, I'm having my mobile with me, may I show you the pictures that I make, may I show you the artwork that I make. So you have to be very much sharp minded, very much present in that time, so that you can analyze the answer, so that you can take decisions. Show respect and manner. Yes, this is a very important thing, that if you should respect the person who is sitting in front of you, you should respect the environment, you should respect yourself and the things you're carrying. You should show the full profession, you should show everything in a professional way. So these were the things, and now I'll show you small video. I think that will clear everything that I have told in this seminar, in this webinar, and yeah, it will really help you. Okay, so as I have told everything, it was covered in this video, and even some of the things which were extra. In this session, I have covered about the grooming and about before the interview things you have to do. But in next session, I will cover up with the body language, with the way to perform in an interview, with the questions of the interview. So please do follow up, and if you have any questions or queries, just go and comment in the comment box. Please like and share the video, and thank you. Have a great day.